This weekend, we're racing mountain bikes.
Get down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard, let me see you job. Get down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard.
I'm back home in Colorado Springs after moving back home from Tucson post Unbound. So super excited to be up here for the summer, and it just so happened that the Pikes Peak Apex is happening this weekend. Since coming home from Tucson, it's been a bit of a crash course on remembering how to ride a mountain bike. I think the last time I rode a mountain bike prior to these last couple of weeks was back in December. So our terrain here is known as like kitty litter. So it took me a couple days to get comfortable just surfing the dirt, but yeah, super excited to be mountain biking. These are the trails I grew up mountain biking on. First started riding here when I was like 13 or so. So anytime we get the opportunity to race on these trails, definitely worth taking advantage of. Sunday's race is kind of a iconic Colorado Springs course. We'll climb up and rip down Jones Park, connect that into Captain Jack's, and then finish at the bottom of the canyon. So 4,300 feet of descending to look forward to after a big climb. It's harder to breathe here at altitude. It's not too often I get to be home for a race weekend, so get to sleep in my own bed tonight before the race. This morning rolled out the front door to knock out some openers, do a little course recon, and go pick up my number. Send it. How many times do you think you've ridden this trail?
Probably like 500.
We should check on Strava.
That is a lot. There's a lot not on Strava too.
You mean you were riding bikes before Strava? Showing your age.
Yeah.
I was gonna see, are we able to get numbers for tomorrow?
I think it's just dirt.
Kind of warm.
I think I've missed one, maybe two.
Okay.
But yeah.
Put the Shiba on your helmet.
Uh-huh.
That's so custom.
Bringing them along for the ride.
I know, that's funny.
So the first Pikes Peak Apex started in 2020. Originally it started as a 4-day mountain bike stage race and is now morphed into the format it is today. The first few years were pretty sweet. We had super competitive fields with not a lot of racing happening during the COVID times. Pikes Peak Apex also puts up a pretty decent prize purse even today. It's still $2,500 for the win in both the mountain bike race and the gravel race. So always fun to be fighting for a pretty decent prize purse. And all in all, I really think the event does a great job of showcasing what awesome mountain bike trails we have here in Colorado Springs. This year we're focused more on like being in the Cheyenne Canyon type area, whereas historically we've gone to all different areas of towns. We have tons of different city parks here in town where you can go mountain bike, but the Apex is cool how it's a constantly morphing event and I think gives a unique eye into the riding we have here in Colorado Springs.
What do you think of like the evolution of Apex over the years? Like it's changed format quite a bit, but what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, obviously I thought it was pretty cool when it was a stage race, because then you got to ride a lot of good stuff, but I think this format's cool too, because then you kind of bring two disciplines together.
Right. And
which
there's
is,
really not that much crossover, right?
No.
There's not.
No, I don't think there's any other events that do gravel and mountain bike.
Yeah.
So that's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool if the gravel race was a little easier.
I know.
Didn't you just do Unbound? I mean,
Which is why I don't want to do 140 miles again.
well, that's 200 and something. This is like.
But I think this is harder 140 than Unbound 200.
That's true.
So I've gotten a lot of questions this year. What mountain bike am I going to be riding? Look obviously doesn't make a mountain bike. They're primarily my gravel sponsor, pedal sponsor. So I feel very fortunate that the folks over at Criterium Bicycles have set me up with an awesome mountain bike, and racing here in Colorado Springs seems like the perfect race to debut a bike from a Colorado Springs bike shop. So excited to have an awesome mountain bike in my quiver, and yeah, great place to debut it. Gotta make sure the pearly whites are nice and
pearly.
Nice and pearly. Make me look a little more pro than that, you know? So one of the trails we'll be racing on tomorrow is Captain Jack's, arguably probably one of the most infamous Colorado Springs trails. That's where I first started riding mountain bikes. It's one of the first mountain bike trails I remember ever going on. So that was 20 plus years ago. So for me, this event is like something I've always dreamed about. I remember being a junior, little kid, always wishing I could like race my bike down Captain Jack's, and being able to do that is a pretty cool experience just because there's some iconic mountain bike trails, some of the best descending you can get in any mountain bike racing out there. So really excited to get out, kind of race on the trails I grew up racing. And yeah, for me, this event's kind of like all about getting back to my roots a little bit.
Some really tough competition out there.
Getting underway, we got the drill. It's big time mountain bike racing. Back it becomes into the afterglow. I see some hustle here at the finish line, meaning there he is, Russell Finsterwald, faster than our timing even. Finsterwald wins. Great job, guys.
Yeah,
Those trails were ripping today.
dude, it's so
Until we
good.
got low, then they got really weird. But up high,
Holy
cow.
cow.
But yo. That's sick. Thanks for leading us out.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Out there today.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for being out there.
First would not work the whole time.
List Colorado.
So on the downhill, I just pump it,
President
and then I had to hold on.
That's like my ideal wheelie grade.
What happened? Because I lost you guys off the top.
Right as we got to the top, I could kind of tell I was on the limit, sitting there at 10,000 feet, so just kind of had to go into, I ride my own pace, and Donovan Racing kid and Braden got about 15 or 20 second gap across the top, but kind of knew it was a long way to the bottom, so just wanted to ride steady, kind of go my own pace. Was able to get around the Donovan Racing kid just as the downhill started, and then went into chase Braden down mode, and I caught him right basically at the top of Buckhorn, so it took a long time to catch him, and then we had a good little battle to the finish. Was able to just narrowly outsprint him in the end, but it was a tight battle. Car up.
You seem cold.
I'm really cold. Yesterday it was like 90 degrees here, and then today it's 67 degrees, or like 50 degrees and cold, but the nice thing is we had Hero dirt up top, so that was sick. It was ripping out there today. Woo! Daddy's getting in the steam shower. Home sweet home.
Now for the men. And this was as exciting as it gets. A mono duel all the way to the line. Give it up for Braden Johnson. Ride of the day for Braden. It's Russell Finsterwald. Right here. And certainly this is a human being Colorado Springs should be really proud of.
Everybody wants to know what your social is.
I
use an EIN, dog.
And I thought you were an Arizona resident. What is this?
Dude, I'm trying to become state champ, all right? Sometimes you gotta fake it.